Hello everyone and welcome to the 25-day smithing challenge. I've gotten requests to make a video on how to start a smithing playthrough. So we'll start from day 1 and see how many character levels, smithing levels, and dinars we can amass in just 25 days. I'm your host Strat and I make Bannerlord guides for YouTube, so if you're into that sort of thing, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos. With all that said, let's get started. Alright, let's start out with Botania. They have a lot of good hardwood towns. And let's just randomize, see what we get. And look at that. Wow. RNG is on our side today, so we are picking stuff that anything that gives us plus endurance, that's what we're going for. So endurance, and this one, I know there's 2 in this one, but we'll take the one with the extra bow, just in case we need to use it. And another endurance. We'll go 30 years old. Of course, our hero Chad. And we're gonna go hardest difficulty, leave everything the way it is. No Iron Man mode, just in case we crash. We're not really doing a full playthrough. Just a 25-day challenge, and get rich quick. Actually, let's go.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
Here in my garage. It's like the best YouTube advertisement I've ever seen. Alright, so we're starting off. Let's go ahead and get our character set up. We'll just put 8 points. You get number 9 from your athletics, level 175, and number 10 from smithing, level 225. So you'll end up at 10. So I never put more than 8, and then I get the rest from perks. But we do want to max out our smithing, and then let's go ahead and set ourselves up. We don't need to be, held back by clothing, so let's just get rid of all that. Give ourselves a little breathing room. We're going to buy out as much hardwood as we can, and we don't have any overhead, we don't have any troops, so we can go all the way down to 0. And we are just going to click this for about 10 days and see what happens. Alright, so we'll speed it up just for this. We'll go day and a half, or sorry, 3/4 of a day. And then we only want to hit level 25. We did not hit it in one go. We must have rested a little short, so we'll go again. 3/4 of a day, level 25. We don't want to go past level 25 until we put our charcoal, efficient charcoal maker. And then we'll go back to the smith. And again, we're just going to do this until we get rid of all of our charcoal. So a little more than half a day. And the main goal here, we really would like to be at the end of the 25-day challenge, we want to have at least 125 into our smithing, and we want to have a nice little nest egg of 100 grand in dinars. So it's a very good way to start. Should only really take you probably not even an hour. I mean, I know I'm breezing through this a little faster with the speed. The time dilation, whatever, but makes editing a little easier, and it doesn't really change anything. I feel like I'm playing StarCraft again. Get my clicks per minute up, huh? There we go. And we're almost there. 78, I think we got maybe 2, actually more than that. Probably like 3 more days. There we go. And we're pretty much at the bottom. Let's just finish it off a little here. No more left. Actually, we do have a couple weapons to smelt, so we'll do that. Wow, we unlocked a Thamaskene. It doesn't do us a whole lot of good, but it is nice to have. Let's just make sure we don't accidentally sell stuff we don't want to. And since we're here, what we can do... There's two ways to do it. You can just sell everything back here, and you'll end up getting more than about 2.5 times what you put in. So we put in $1,000 plus our clothing. So maybe close to 1,000, maybe like 1,500. We'll get about 2,500 if we sell everything here. 2,800, so not bad. Or we can get a little more than 5 grand if we go to Maranath. So I think for the purposes of this, let's just sell everything here because it will literally take us ages to get there. It's like 3 or 4 day trek when you're moving at 1 movement speed. So we'll avoid doing that. But what we're gonna do, let's just buy some cheapies. So let's smelt these down. And we just want to see if we get lucky at this first place. Lucky with some unlocks. So we'll go... Oh wow, yeah, see that's the one I was talking about before, but unfortunately we don't have any Thamaskene. If we did, we could probably level up to like 200 within the first, I don't know, couple days. But that's okay. Let's max everything out. We'll save this, and then we're just gonna craft. They're not gonna give us a ton of XP, but we don't really care about XP at this point. We just need part unlocks. We need to get a good one. So you're gonna get some XP when you craft, and some unlocks, but you're gonna get... And again, I am an idiot, but that's alright. My mom thinks I'm cool some of the time, at least. Get some of these back. And we ran out, but we can quickly remedy that. Okay, so what we're trying to do is see what kind of part unlocks we can get. If we can get something that is going to do us a lot of good, mostly in these two categories, two-handed and polearm. Two-handed axe if we have to, but yeah, so that's not going to work. So what we'll do, should we still, I think we still have some money. Yeah, we have some money, but that's not going to cut it. So let's dump the rest of this. Actually, let's dump that. And we'll keep a little bit of our charcoal, just so we're not moving at a snail's pace. Don't really care about food. Food's only good for morale. We're not really fighting anybody, so that's fine. We want to really get over to... Actually, hang. Let's change our speed so we don't run into a bunch of people. You try and move at 30 speed, you're basically just crashing into everything. See, we would have gotten destroyed here. Yeah, go. There you go. Go have fun with that caravan. Okay, so here we can buy the Pugio. And we can go almost to max. Actually, let's back that off a little bit. We don't quite need that many. We'll smelt those down. And I forgot to check. They do fortunately have a hardwood, and they have it for very cheap. So let's do this. Can't buy everything, but we will very soon be able to buy everything. Back to the smithy. Let's get a little bit more hardwood. The rest of these down. Now we can still not do that, so we do need something. Maybe if we take a mission here, that's going to give us quite a bit more XP than if we just craft it ourselves. We want to try and get thrust speed. Let's get these all the way down, and then we can boost this up. Not quite, so we're not anywhere near. That's fine. We're close. We'll get good XP and a decent amount of money. Actually, 2 grand is going to help us a lot. And I did see a tier 2 blade. Yeah, the Iron Flissa. That's a tier 2, so it's decent. And we picked up more tier 1 parts. That makes no difference to us. So let's go ahead and rest. Let's boost our speed back up. And I am fat fingering all over the place today. Let's get a little more. Okay, so I don't think we could do this two-handed axe, but we're nowhere near it, so actually it's just gonna be a waste of time. If you're too far off, then it's kind of a waste of time to try. One-handed. We're on one-handed. That's why. So let's go to our two-handed. Again, we're just gonna craft whatever it is that we can. So with the handles on the two-handed swords, if you see just the two-handed, skip it. It's gonna really dump your XP down. At least in the testing that I did, I noticed it was a pretty big difference. So we're gonna go here and we'll just max everything out. And I would like to have as much swing damage as we can, so we'll Control C to save that. Okay, so we don't get anything decent after that. So we got 1 skill point. And are we out? We'll just smelt those back. And that's going to give us a little bit more parts. Let's rest up, see what parts we got. Okay, anything good? Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, so nothing good. Oh, you know what? I did forget to check. Nothing good there. And nothing on the two-handed, so... yeah, sometimes you get lucky early, sometimes you don't. You just gotta take your chances, you know. Okay, so we did pick up another blade. So this one's 3 iron, this one's 3 wrought iron, and it's the same tier. So we're gonna spend our wrought iron instead of our iron. We should be able to get a little more mileage out of the materials that we're using. Okay, so this is fine. Let's control C this blade. You can see we're still gaining levels for it, so not a big deal. And we are running a little low on cash, so let's just sell one of these off. And then we'll go back. And the reason we're crafting and smelting the same weapon is because you get very good part unlocks for smelting, and it only costs you 1 of your crafting material. So for example, this one costs 4 and 2, so it's going to cost me, if I craft it, it takes 4 away and 2 away, and then when I smelt it, it's going to give me 3 back here and 3 back here. So it takes 1 of the top one and adds 1 less. So here, so 3 and 3. So you go from 4 and 2 to 3 and 3. So really you only lose 1, and you get XP for both crafting and smelting. So anyways, we'll just keep back and forth. Smelt, and I think we did get a good one. This is exactly what we want. So it's a tier 5, but it only costs steel. So that's not a bad thing at all. We can boost up the output of this one. Now here's the thing. A lot of times you would think, well, if I'm just going to smelt it, why would I want to do this? Because it costs me an extra steel. But the thing is, you're going to lose 1 steel whether you use 1 or you use 100. Let's say you have a crafting item that costs you 100 steel, or one that costs you 1. When you craft and smelt, it's going to take 1 away and add 9.99 back. So you don't really lose anything by buffing up the whatever is the most expensive one. So you just keep doing it. And this one costs us wrought iron. Don't really care. So we're just going to get as much XP from this as we can. Max all these out, except for... sometimes the polearm's a little funny. I like to go minimum. Alright, so this looks good. Should see a few levels at least. And we can do this a few times. We'll do it one more time. And we don't have... not a big deal. And now we're out of stamina. No problem, let's wait. And let's craft that and see what we can sell it for. Because I would like to get enough money we don't have to worry about it. 20 grand is okay. I'm not going to complain too much about it. And what day are we on? We're on summer of 18, which is the 18th day. So we still have 7 days. We got 7 days to make another 75 grand. So what we're going to do now, let's get back in here. What other parts do we have here? Nothing good. In here we do have, see, this is going to cost us steel, which is no good. This is iron. I think it's a little bit of a waste of time to chase these. There's nothing really good we can sell. Trying to use some of these up before we leave, but let's just lighten our load because we're quite heavy. Actually, do we have... Got a sumpter horse. Let me put a real horse. That'll give us a little more carrying capacity. And then what I'm going to do is smelt down. Just smelt down enough. And then sell the rest off. And then what is our movement speed? 4. Let's go a little faster than that. Just in case the next town doesn't have any hardwood that we can turn into charcoal. We'll at least have enough. Yeah, 6 is perfect. Okay, so on to the next Empire town. And let's make sure we're not going warp speed here. Next closest one is Diathma or Rote. Let's just go down this way. And we're moving at 6.2, so we should theoretically be able to outrun everybody. Except for maybe the Khazate bandits, but that's why I don't like to start over there. Okay, Pujo, only got 1. We do have 25 grand, so we can also buy, they don't have any. There's some daggers you can buy that give you crafting materials as well. They don't have it here, so what we're gonna do is check for good crafting orders. Two-handed sword. Yes, please. We do need to wait a little bit. Right, let's smelt this bad boy down. Let's see what we can do with this two-hander. We don't have enough steel, so we can't do a tier 3 blade, which is unfortunate because that one's perfect. Yeah, this would give us quite a bit of XP as well. There's not really a good way around it. I think we'll just take what we can get. We don't want to use our high-end materials because we're going to need those very soon. Okay. We can get some wrought iron. Wrought iron for a tier 2. Yeah, this one's not going to give us much at all. Actually, let's go with a different. Yeah, we're probably not going to get squat for it, and we don't even have... Okay, let's just do it. I don't really care. Well, 3 points. I'm surprised. I'm actually really shocked. Okay, so we got a little bit more money out of that. Let's just go to the next city. They're kind of empty. I'm... Okay, I wasn't zoomed in. I didn't realize. It's alright. I got a little careless there. Let's turn the speed back down so we're not running into everything. Alright, we just want to get to the next Empire town as quick as we can. Hopefully they've got a decent stock of Pujo or the tribes. I think it's the tribesman dagger, that's what they call it. Party is starving, don't care, because our main character is never going to flee. All right, we got 2, and that means they should have some tribesmen. Yep, they do, and we're spending some money, but you know, it takes money to make money sometimes. And they've got a lot of hardwood, so this is good. We don't need to buy it right now. Still have a decent amount of charcoal, so let's get back to business. All right. And do they have any decent orders? They do not. They do have the polearm, and we have that tier 5, so we could get a ton of XP from that. We're gonna need a little bit of hardwood, so let's just buy 10. Alright, rest up for a minute. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Very nice. We did. Oh wow, this thing's gonna be worth a ton of XP. Yeah, this is all tier 4 plus a tier 5 blade on a polearm. So we're gonna have a ton of XP. Look at that, 13 levels. So we're already past the 125 mark, which is kind of the goal that we try and shoot for. We made almost no money, could not care less because we just got a ton of stuff beside that. And we can craft that again and sell it for pretty much everything they have, is what I would guesstimate that would be worth. Let's see if we got any other good parts, because that's going to help us. Okay, we still have the good one, that's fine. And then on the two-handers, nothing changed here. And then if we look at the tier 4 here, the tier 5, obviously, Damascene, we don't want to do that. This one costs us 4. Sorry, this one costs us 4 fine steel. This one only costs us 2 steel. It doesn't even cost us fine steel. Yeah, that's crazy. So let's... Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna craft and smelt until we only have 1 left. Till we can only do it 1 last time. Once we reach 0, then we'll just sell it and take what we get. So we got 4 more days. And we're gonna get a ton. We're gonna get a ton of money right here when we do this last one. Okay, so now we got nothing left there. Let's go sell it, see what it's worth. 30 grand. So now we're gonna be up to 55. And we still have some good parts. We still have parts that we can do our tier 4 with. So let's do that. Let's use what we can here. Fine steel. I think it's worth it. So let's just do that. Max the blade, minimize the parts. And all the tier 5 blades have two-handed only, so we gotta go down. Actually, yeah, we're gonna have to go down to iron. I don't, well, you know what, that's fine. Let's just use another fine steel. We might get dinged there. But that is the life we are living right now. So we can do two of these. So let's go see what we can sell those for. 28k. They don't even have enough money. So let's hang on to that. We are slightly overburdened. No more. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get back to another town. We've got 5 days, and I think we're gonna smash the 100k mark. Let's go to Umbrella. Hey, that's a very big looter group. Really? Taking time out of my day, man. We could just run into them and pay them off, but I don't know. I guess on principle alone, I object. They're filthy looters. They don't deserve any money. Alright, what do we got here? We got some Peugeot. I mean... none of that, but that's okay. We got some Peugeot. We still have some hardwood. We still got charcoal. Not enough, but we could always supplement by buying wooden hammers, which we'll do right now. We'll just preempt that. And I think we need to rest. We do. Let's jump in our time machine and dilate time here. Okay, we don't want to smelt those. We do want to sell those. Okay, so we'll sell that. Puts us up to 82k. And more importantly, we got more Peugeot. Okay, we're running low there, so we'll just keep going back and forth. Let's rest a little more. Alright, where are we at now? How are we looking? I think what we're gonna do is make more of these, because we do... I can do one more. And then I can also make... Let's see. I think if we just use the tier 4 parts. Just go as high as we can without using the fine steel. Okay, we don't want to use that. That's fine. Yeah, this is good. So we can make 2 of these. Look at that, we're at 152. It's not even day 25 yet. That's incredible. And, I mean, look at this. This right here, 369. That's well over 100k right there, and we're sitting at 82. So we just need to play traveling salesman for a little bit, and we will very easily break the 100k mark. We do need to offload. Actually, let's offload some of each. Okay, that's fine. Just in case we need to make another pole arm. I mean, it's overkill at this point because we're already where we need to be. Yeah, okay, we're moving okay. Alright, home stretch. $40k. What can we do about this? It's going to be too much. However, we could use that to upgrade some stuff. Yeah, you know what? Let's buy all the goodies. We'll treat ourselves. Give ourselves some butter. We'll just gorge ourselves. We haven't eaten for days, so we're just gonna fatten up on some butter. Now we do have more stuff to sell. We're at 132k. We still have a little bit of time left. Okay, let's go to Cyrenea. Alright, nice. Outrun them. And we're gonna get there before sundown, which means it's still the same day. So we're gonna blast our goal out of the water. Look at that. And they just have a little bit of a shortage, but and no Peugeot. You can keep the rest as a tip. Don't spend it all in one place, my dude. All right, so to wrap this up, let's just do a quick rundown. We are 25. We're not even 25 days in, actually. We're autumn 5th. Autumn 5th, the end of the day would be full 25 days. So we gained 9 levels of our main character, 152 levels, and we didn't even pick our perks. I mean, come on, we're slacking here. 152 levels. We got plenty of points to spend in all these other categories if this was a legit playthrough. We've got 191, almost 200k, 191, 454, and we've got some decent gear. I mean, I wouldn't be too upset with that, starting at day 25. And we still have more stuff to craft. We got decent crafting materials. We could easily, you know, make another 100k. I would suspect we could probably hit 1 million before day 50, maybe by day 40. So I don't know. Not too bad, and there's very low risk. You know, we're mostly moving at max speed most of the time, just going town to town. So this is something you could do at most playthroughs. You could start pretty much anywhere, although if you start in certain places it's a little bit harder, so don't expect to do it in 50 days. I think if you started in Empire territory, you might even be able to do it a little faster because you're closer to that, the Pugio. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching this 25-day challenge. If you found this video useful or entertaining, please hit the like button, as that really helps with the YouTube algorithm so more people can find these videos. If you want to see more just like it, consider subscribing. Let me know in the comment section below what kind of challenge you would like to see next. Thanks again for your time, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.